This is TWiT. Now, Google had an event a couple of weeks ago, and they announced, of course, the Pixel 3. Got my Pixel 3. And this is the Google Home Hub. And it is surprisingly low, $149. Maybe not so surprising when you realize that this is pretty tiny. It wasn't easy to tell on the web or on the event, but let me just show you. This is my Pixel 3 phone. It's basically a 7-inch tablet with a 6-inch screen on there. It is a good screen, right? You looked at it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I could see it. I mean, I don't know what the official viewing angle is, but I mean, I could see it from, just right here.
It's not super high res, 1024 by 600, so it's not even HD. But it is a good enough screen to be a photo frame. And I tell you, because it's tied to Google Photos, I'm really liking this as a photo frame. I could show you how you set it up here on my Pixel 3. I'll launch the Google Home app. That's how you set it up. And with Google Photos, you asked me if you could use a search term, and I wish you could, like, I want holiday photos. Right. But you can select, and this is kind of fun, family and friends. So these are all the face recognitions Google Photo has done. I think you're on here, Aaron. So if I wanted to make the slideshow just be pictures of Aaron Newcomb or that statue, I could do that. And so that's kind of cool. What I did is I said, well, maybe I'll do my wife, I'll do my son, my daughter, her son, and me. I included myself in that. And by doing that, I'm now only going to see pictures of us. Mm-hmm. If you have been using Google Photos over the years, as I have like every digital picture I've ever taken going back to 2001 in Google Photos. That means it's going to be digging through these and pulling up albums. You can also select recent highlights, which I did. And that way I'm going to get pictures on here that I haven't seen in ages, pictures I just took recently. And I just love it. I have it set for 10 seconds, but you can make it much slower. I just turn it up so that.
And I love that you can, that looks very familiar. I love that you can go in and set it up for just albums too. So if you had a recent vacation, for example.
Yeah, this is from our trip to Malta.
In your album, you pick that album and bing, bang, boom.
You can also turn on the clock, as you can see, and the temperature. And it is a Google Assistant with actually surprisingly good sound. Let me try this. Okay. And by the way, if you've got a Google Assistant, just cover its ears right now.
That's right.
Google, listen to TWiT podcast.
All right, here's where you stopped in this week in Tech MP3, TWiT 689. Nobody expects the scooter inquisition.
That was pretty quick.
And it remembers that we were listening to this before.
It remembers where we left off, which is really good. I think even the Echo doesn't do that. And I think the music is pretty good. It's loud. It's coming out of the speakers on the back here, which are fabric covered. You can also set this up. In fact, let me pause this so we don't have to listen to it. You can also set this up to go to any speaker automatically. So if you have a Bluetooth speaker that's paired to it or on your network, you could say, whenever I ask for something on my Home Hub, would you play that through the Bose speakers?
Right. That's brilliant.
That's awesome. Yeah. That means you've now just very simply set up voice control for any speaker system in your house, as long as those speakers are also on the network. There's a lot of nice features built into this. Notice it immediately sees the podcast I'm listening to, and I can turn the volume up and down here. It gives you a lot. It's Google Assistant. I can say, Google, what's the weather like today? By the way, notice the phone responded as well as this.
Partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 78 and a low of 50.
Having a display on these things, I think, is really great. Now, you can do this with your Google Cast, right?
Yeah, you can do it with the Chromecast.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing about this is you were just showing the app, right? So here's what would happen to me. I would see a recipe, for example, on my Chromecast, and I would be like, oh, I want to make that tonight, right? But there was no way for me to get the information. I'd have to pull out my phone, go into the app like you just did, hit the thing. This has it all right there. You can just click on it and go.
It's a little small, as you pointed out, for cooking in the kitchen. It's a tiny screen. I think it's really kind of more aimed at a bedside table, a bathroom, a closet, somewhere where you're a little, maybe, I think it's just the right size for my desk.
Yep.
And I love having photo frame on my desk so I can see these pictures. I love how they come up. It has an ambient light sensor, not a camera. So where the camera would be is just this sensor. And if it gets dark in the room, I have actually had trouble triggering this in here. Maybe it's just so bright. But we tried it at home. You can say what's going to happen. Will the screen go off when it gets dark? Or will you have a very low light clock So you can choose what's going to happen with the ambient light sensor. I like that. It's really, that's why I think it's really designed more for your bedside table.
I think so too.
Than anything else.
Yep.
They say that Google eliminated the camera because they wanted to make the bill of materials small enough they could charge $149. That may be true, but I think also this is a nice thing because if you're going to put it in your bedroom, like the Amazon Spot has a camera.
Yeah.
The Amazon Echo Show has a camera. The Facebook portal has a camera.
Yep.
Maybe you don't want to have a camera
Yeah.
in an intimate place in your house.
Yep.
It's nice that this doesn't. There's just no camera at all. It's really for a viewing device. You can watch videos. Google. Watch YouTube. But it's
All right, playing recommended YouTube videos.
By the way, there's my calendar, the weather report for today. And then here, this video is a Navy SEAL commander explains why they wake up at 4 a.m. I don't know why it's playing that one. But you can see the sound is really good.
The sound is great.
Yeah. And while it's small, it's Casey Neistat. So while it's small, I think it's pretty cool that you can watch video on it. Always remember that kids will also have access to this, and they don't have great parental controls,
Right.
alas, for YouTube. So your kids might be able to watch YouTube videos you don't want them to see.
Yeah.
That's always something to remember.
It'll make calls as well, right? Audio calls.
It'll make duo calls.
Duo calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
So that's-
audio only.
That's Google's video calling, but for some reason there's no camera. That's
Yeah,
why.
there's no camera.
Duh. But you will see picture of the other person. It also has, and I think this is really important, a physical switch to turn off
The mic's off.
voice recognition.
Yep.
So if I just want to use it as a photo frame and not have it listen to what I'm up to, I can just have it there. And I think that's interesting that Google has become so privacy focused.
Yeah,
It
and they've
makes
put
it-
that in since the original Google Home.
Yeah.
Because I've got one of those,
Yeah,
and
I
they had
use
that
it.
privacy button.
Yeah, I
It's
think
great.
it's important.
My wife does that because the kids kind of go nuts sometimes with it. She's like, okay, that's enough. Hit the mute button.
Now, remember, this isn't the only Google Assistant with a screen. There are other companies. We've seen the Lenovo. They have a bigger screen, a 10.5-inch screen. JBL makes them. LG makes one. This one is a little different. Google makes a version of Android for those devices. This Google decided to do Google Cast. So
Yeah.
it is more like your
It's more like the
Chromecast.
The other version is Android Things, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Android Things. I
That's
guess
what the other
they call
guys
it.
run on.
You can listen to YouTube music. You can play Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio. I like the live albums. I can try this. Let's see. Google. Oh, I turned off the microphone.
Gotcha.
The mic's
Gotcha.
back on.
Google, show pictures from Japan. Maybe I should have said show my pictures.
Showing your photos.
Oh, no,
Oh, it did.
no, it
I
is.
figured it out.
So these are pictures. There's Mount Fuji. These
Beautiful.
are pictures I took in Japan. Don't you think that's a nice feature? I like that.
Yep.
You could, I guess, do that with your Chromecast as well.
can.
But I feel like this is the best photo frame ever made with some additional features. The JBL Link View is 8 inches. That's $199. The 10-inch Lenovo Smart Display is $250. It's $100 more. The Echo Show, if you want to get Amazon's, that's a 10-inch screen. That's $230. So they really are trying to hit the low price point.
Yep.
I tell you, I feel like I want to buy a bunch of these.
I think they're going to go lower around Christmas time,
Yes.
holiday time
Or
too.
Black
so if
Fridays.
it's a little too much for you, just
Right.
wait a few months. Black Friday's coming up because there's already been some deals floating around.
Right.
On, like Home Depot, I think had it for
$100.
$100. I mean, so
At that price, I think this is a really
that's
great
an
product.
easy buy.
Yeah.
In fact, this is one device that my son, actually, my 13-year-old son, wants to put in his room, and he doesn't usually get excited about these things, but he's been seeing ads for this, and he's like, "Dad, can I buy that with my own money? I'll buy it with my own
It's not
money."
expensive.
He's really excited about
And
it.
if kids like watching YouTube
Yeah.
all the time, this
Yeah.
is a kind of like a little mini, and I mean
Exactly.
mini, TV.
Yep.
So big it'll hold 2 sumo wrestlers fighting. I'm sorry about that, kids. Don't look at the sumo wrestlers.
Blur that out later.
So I'm very happy with it. I can find nothing wrong with this. It has all of the Google Home Assistant features that you would expect, the voice activation, everything but the camera. And as you said, you can make audio calls out and see the video in. You can also, by the way, use it as a smart home hub
Right.
with the Google routines that you can set up. So you can say, in fact, I think mine will do a little bit. Google, good morning.
Hi, Leo. I'm sorry, but I can't take your phone off silent from this device.
That's part of my routine.
Ah.
So it won't
It is
talk to my
3:40
phone.
p.m. Currently in Petaluma, it's 75 and mostly
I think the
sunny.
birds are a nice touch.
Awesome.
Today, it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high
And this is
of
going to play some of my
78
morning
and low of
podcasts and
55.
stuff. So I do have a routine that says, you know, if my phone's been on silent, I'm
tomorrow,
awake.
3 p.m.,
So
you have
turn it on.
This Week
It
in
shows
Tech
me my
Show.
calendar. Google,
Have a
stop.
wonderful-
So I think I'm very happy with this. I think at this price it's good. It'll be really great if you get it at the reduced price. And you're absolutely right,
Yeah.
Aaron. Black Friday, the holidays, you'll be able to see this at $100
so.
or less.
I think so.
So tell your son to wait.